Hi guys, it's Lyra. This is Obviously Dreadful. Obviously, I have a head full of dreads and quite a lot to say. Many opinions, most of them unpopular ones. If you're new, stick around, have a chat. Maybe we can be friends. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you. Hi guys, happy Sunday. How are you? I hope that everybody is having a beautiful, peaceful, relaxing, wonderful, tranquil, all the good things kind of day. I hope everybody is safe, happy, healthy, as are your families, friends, etc. And here we are to meet again. So my intention was to get some things done that I needed to get done today, and then to go ahead and record a Tom McDonald reaction. I want to do, like I said, the White Boy and this house in the same video since they sort of go together. However, as you can see, I have a big old bun on the top of my head. I am really not put together, but I came across Miss Katie Joy's Instagram lives that she did. And I have some things to say because I actually find her rhetoric, in my opinion, and again, this is, okay, here, time out. Let me just start here first, okay? First, here's your warning. If you're sensitive to the subjects of Daunte Wright, letters will be on the screen, police things, etc., this might not be the video for you. If you're open to hearing conversation, listening to facts, etc., you're welcome to be here. Everybody is welcome to be here. I will have a conversation with anyone down in the comments or privately, absolutely anytime. So just know that that's there. As long as we're respectful to each other, that's all that matters to me. I did a video on this last night. So in that video, I shared a ton of statistics. To actually bust through the narrative being spread by the media consistently, it seems like for the past year, to keep, ours-ism, right at the top, making everything about that because that's what sells. And I'm going to show you guys, and that video I will either do later tonight or tomorrow, where CNN basically admits openly that they use propaganda, and it sells to anger people, to worry people, to scare people, and so forth. So I'm just being very clear that most of everything that goes on is a narrative. You're not getting facts. You need to listen to news on both sides, as well as research, articles, police reports, incident reports, anything and everything that you can to try to grasp everything as a whole, and then you have to figure out the truth because nobody's going to give it to you anymore. Not on either side. You're going to get their opinion of the facts, and that's just the truth. And some people, networks, take it a step further and just simply, admit that they use propaganda. So that should tell everybody and open everybody's eyes wide up to the direction that we're headed if we don't soon all start paying attention and, fighting to keep our country free. Now that I got all of that out of the way, because again, I had no intention of doing a video, especially about her tonight. I had intentions of doing video later, but not this. However, as I started to say, I find her rhetoric, in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion. My opinions are not facts. Please feel free to do your own research. Again, last night's video does have facts, statistics, screenshots, links, sources, etc. So that's there for you to reference. I will probably leave most of those sources in the description again tonight, even though I'm not going to be inserting a bunch of stuff as far as I know, unless I have to insert certain words. However, again, in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, okay? And I apologize if I seem a little frustrated, but I am. I'm angry, actually. I'm pretty sure all of my neighbors know that I'm angry because I had plenty to say when I first started to see this. So, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what my cat's doing. So if you hear a noise, it's my cat. But anyway, yeah, I find it dangerous. I find it irresponsible. I find it obnoxious. I am sick of the virtue signaling. I am sick of the nonsense. I'm sick of the misinformation. If you're going to stand on a soapbox, make sure that the soapbox is filled with truth. Because if not, it's just going to tumble down and fall apart. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that cheap stuff that just doesn't work, okay? But that's just my opinion. So what we're going to do is together, we're going to react to some of these clips from Katie's Instagram Live. And bear with me because I want to give credit now to the channel Mrs. Care. I will also have that linked down below. So go ahead, feel free to check it out. You can see full videos, etc. But what I'm going to do is, it's broken up into 4 sections throughout Katie's live. So we're going to listen to bits and pieces. You're going to have to bear with me because, again, I wasn't directly prepared as we, shuffle through those so I can make sure I'm grabbing everything that I need then to put into the video for you all. But now that I've rambled and now that you've gotten the warnings and the idea and the agenda and all of the things, here we go. Okay? Okay.
Like, how many Michael Brown,
hold
how
on.
many more people?
Hold on. Not ready for you yet, mouth. Apologize. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be part 1. It's very brief, but we're going to get the idea of where we're going with this, okay? Okay.
Have to be murdered.
I'll have to believe that word, I'm sure.
The police are so corrupt. I'm scared of the police because I don't feel like the police will help me as a white woman who was a victim of rape. And if you have a traumatic experience with cops, it makes you scared as fuck as them. They do not look as people that are going to protect and serve. So can I understand why someone might run from the cops? Hell yes. If you have been in a position where the cops are constantly looking at you as you're the guilty party, even if you have not done anything, I would run too.
Okay, I am going to stop that right there. So we're going to call that part 1 of her Instagram Live, but I'm now going to respond to that. So first of all, the cops are corrupt. That's a ridiculous and dangerous statement to make, especially with tensions as high as they are. I went over statistics last night that every day, on average, there are 27 deadly weapon attacks, even heightened more right now with all the Molotov cocktails and everything else being thrown at them during these riots, etc. But on average, every day, 27 deadly weapon attacks. Again, in 2019, there was a total of 14 unarmed Black Americans, 25 unarmed white Americans. Now, we also don't know the circumstances. I mean, they could have still been dangerous. They just were unarmed. I don't know. But the statistic is, again, if we put that into perspective, we talked about, but the total homicides of Black Americans that year was 7,300. And the unarmed, shootings by police accounted for only 0.2% of that, whereas cops are being attacked regularly, clearly. So you're preaching a dangerous narrative. I understand that tensions are high right now for certain reasons. I get it. Fine. But that doesn't mean we get to ignore the facts, and the facts don't support the narrative. I understand also anyone who listens to someone like her. because she's to be, you know, she's somebody that's trusted by her subscribers. She's, you know, there to share information with 140,000 plus people, and they're getting information that is inaccurate. And that's a dangerous mix, because between that and then the news, who doesn't tell the truth, you know, you get somebody that thinks like this. What I find absolutely ridiculous is the fact that she clearly has not done any research on this, because she doesn't want to do the research. She doesn't want to know the truth, because if she knew the truth, she could not stand on a soapbox and virtue signal on race to get attention and be like, look, I'm good. I'm sticking up for people. I'm doing something. I'm a hashtag activist. Stop it, in my opinion. Also telling people, I would run too. I would run too. Are you kidding me? That's the problem. Resisting arrest, trying to flee, causing a problem, and then also to pretend like, in respect to Daunte Wright, like there wasn't a reason. It was just, it had nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race. You can also watch Officer Tatum, a black man, tell you the same thing. BX Beast Boy has discussed this. Candace Owens has discussed this, etc. Plenty of people have discussed this, because it had nothing to do with race. It didn't. It didn't. It was a terrible, deadly accident that shouldn't have happened. That officer needs to absolutely face consequences. Again, I'm being explicitly clear. Daunte Wright should not have lost his life. Absolutely not. It was a deadly mistake. No different than doctors make every day. No different than lawyers make every day. No different than anybody makes. Sometimes those mistakes cost people their lives or their freedoms. Absolutely. Is that okay? Absolutely not. Does there need to be consequences? Absolutely. Has she been charged? She sure has. So stop pushing a false narrative when emotions and tensions between over race are already at an all-time high, and we're making people believe that this narrative is the truth and is reality, and it is not. And it is wildly irresponsible of somebody with such a large platform to get on there and preach misinformation like it is honest, like it is factual, like it is the truth. And then, oh, I would run. I would do this if they were doing nothing. He wasn't not doing anything, Katie. He had a warrant for choking and robbing at gunpoint a woman of color. So stop with the narrative like he was just doing nothing and she just shot him. That's not what happened. That didn't happen. We all watched what happened, and none of it's okay. She should never be a police officer, ever. And she absolutely needs to have consequences for making a mistake that cost somebody their lives. Absolutely. 100% agree. 100% agree. But I will not agree on a lie. I will not agree on misinformation. There is already far too much going on in this country. Far too many things. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I am so sick of hearing falsehoods. I am so sick of this. Everything is about race, and everybody must be. And we'll listen to what she has plenty more to say. So we're gonna go to part 2 here in just a second, because that's. I gotta back it up. I apologize, guys. I had started this, and then that's when I was finally like, I just have to make a video because I can't. So we're gonna get ready, and we will do part 2. We're gonna go and do that right now. And again, guys, I'm sorry. I am not trying to yell at. I am not trying to be hateful. I am not trying to be spiteful. honest to goodness, I want, if we're gonna, you know, yell about things that are happening, we need to start talking about this inner city violence, the violence caused at these riots, the gang violence, all of those things. We need to start having the real conversations about what's costing people their lives. Again, all the statistics are in that last video, along with links to where you can find them on your own. I'm not making them up. Unlike some people who are just going to get on here and, you know, talk a big game about police officers, which also puts police officer lives in danger, which is also an issue after places are already defunding them. And we see how well that's working, because then they're not getting the training that they need. Okay, I digress. Let's continue.
No, I'm not on chemo. Oh my gosh, you guys are so ridiculous.
I guess somebody asked or something. I don't know.
I'm not saying, I'm not minimizing lives saved. But if you are taking personally that your husband's a cop and cops are murdering Black people, probably remove yourself from this conversation, because you can't be objective here.
I'm going to pause right there for a minute. That's not true. You clearly can't be objective either, Katie, because you're not even telling the truth. Cops are murdering Black people. They're murdering white people too, if you want to, I mean, be honest about things. And quite honestly, they're doing it more to white people. So there's that. It shouldn't be happening to anybody at all. Don't get me wrong. Again, there are good and bad in everything. There are bad police officers. There are arsonist police officers. There are arsonist teachers. There are bad teachers. There are teachers that do bad things to kids. There are doctors that do bad things to kids. There are doctors who don't know what they're doing and make deadly mistakes every single day at an astronomical rate in comparison. So stop it. This nonsense narrative is absurd, and it is dangerous. It is dangerous. You are calling and pulling at 100 up to 140,000 plus people and whoever else, and giving them misinformation, feeding the flames of the narrative of misinformation. Nothing factual to back it up. Nothing. You have nothing. Because here's the thing, just because you don't hear about all the other things going on doesn't mean what you're saying is true. Again, yesterday's video, the statistics are there. Links are still going to be in the description box. You can sort through them. I have never once called for this woman to be deplatformed. I've actually stuck up for her on that many times. You can watch it in my past videos. I don't believe in cancellations. But when you're going to stand in virtue signal based on lies while using tragedies and race as your stepping stones up the soapbox ladder, I have a major problem with that. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's arsonist. No different than, you can go watch the video I did about how voter ID law is arsonist. Okay, well, why is it? Well, they went and asked, the people that are saying it, they're sticking, people like Katie, that are sticking up for people of color. And, they think they're too dumb. They think they can't pay an internet company. They think they don't have resources. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to use Google. I don't need to tell you, but I'm going to, that the people that claim they are trying to help, the people that claim they are there for the support, the hashtag activists, the social justice warriors, are the biggest arsonists in the lot. We're going to continue for a few more minutes. I can't do this whole thing. I will have it linked below because it literally has me furious. You want to come share an opinion after you've shared facts? Fine. But you don't get to manipulate and lie. You don't get to do that.
And this woman in, like, these defenders, they're ridiculous. Exactly. What about the lives that he's ruining for working with a corrupt system? That's why my father-in-law, who was a great cop, turned in his badge. He can't stand to be a part of it anymore. The racism is so blatant, and if you can't see it, then take a look in the mirror. Exactly.
I'm also, again, down in the box will still be a link to Officer Tatum's channel. I think everyone, especially Katie Joy, should go watch his videos. A black man who was a police officer. Go watch his videos and listen to the truth. Get ready, because we're getting ready to get on the soapbox. It's coming, guys. You ready for the virtue signal?
In the force that are just abandoning the
and
force.
That's probably when I'll need to be done.
Because the racism is so thick.
In my opinion, smuggest human being.
I'll tell you what the police are like here. They get escalated very quickly. They're arrogant. They are not good listeners. They minimize. If you have a problem, they patronize. Can
we take a time out on that? Is she talking about herself? Please listen to the exact verbiage that she's using and then think about it. Just asking, in my opinion, allegedly, maybe.
Are demeaning. They are above you.
Also, if you guys see something...
They are lazy as fuck.
Sorry. She's this... Okay, I'm trying to be kind. She's just not a good person, in my opinion. But anyway, I don't know how she has the platform that she does. I don't. But if you guys see a box like of the comments or texts come up, again, this is from Mrs. Care's channel. Thank you to her for catching these things. That's what it is. So just know it's not me doing anything goofy. It's literally what's on the screen recording from her screen grab. Okay. I just wanted to explain that.
Because they don't want to actually deal with anything.
Oh, and while that made me think of it, I also just wanted to say, I noticed I got some comments, but when I clicked into them, they were gone. So I couldn't reply, because I do try to reply to every single one of you in the comments section. Based on whatever you say, I try to reply, with my whole heart. And think about what you've said and, give you a genuine response to it. However, YouTube, I guess certain terms, words, verbiage, it flags and it gets automatically removed. I don't have any words set. I don't have anybody blocked. I have never needed to delete anything as of yet, knock on. But just know, if I've missed something that you've said, etc., there may have been something that you put in there that made YouTube flag it out. I apologize. I can half see like the start of the comment, like in my notifications, but then I can't get in to read the full thing or to reply. So I apologize for that. But anyway, it was just on the top of my head.
They act like they don't know how to do anything. And if you'd have a better chance working with an attorney, honestly, here, if you want to get anything accomplished. Exactly, Hanny. It's safer to be a white man that murders 20,000 people than it is to be a black man driving a car.
We're going to go over this one more time. One, that's not true. The statistics tell you that. You just don't hear about it. Because let's be honest. White people don't then go out and, you know, it doesn't feed the same emotions. It doesn't cause the same tension. So they know who to play and how to play them to get the results and reactions that they want, to keep everybody angry, to keep everybody divided, because it buys views, it buys votes. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. I'm sorry if you don't see these things. I'm sorry if, you know, it's hard to hear. Sometimes the truth sucks, but the truth is the truth. There are statistics and facts that back up the truth. This wasn't for just driving a car. The traffic stop went completely normal until he found out he had a warrant, which was, again, based on him robbing and choking a woman of color at gunpoint. But forget about her. That victim, she doesn't matter. She doesn't matter. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He should have ran. I would run too. Isn't that what Katie says? He tried to flee, he resisted, and then a mistake was made. It was an accident. It was a terrible accident. And there's consequences for that accident, and that officer has been charged. But stop trying to stand and make something about what it wasn't about. Because it gets you attention. It feeds the emotion of those too lazy and too complacent and too either social justice warriors on their own or whatever to go find the facts. Okay, let's go. We're about done. I'm because first of all, we'll be here for 6 hours. Second of all, she's gonna. Somebody had to address, because here's the other thing I noticed. Many people will not talk about the hard topics. They just don't want to. And I get it, especially these topics. I get it. Okay? I know my opinions are unpopular. Now, other people may think this, but everybody doesn't want to, you know, get in front of however many people happen to catch it and view it and say it. Because, you know, it makes people mad. Well, I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to make anybody mad. And again, if you watch my video from last night, I would love to actually focus on those that really need focused on, like those victims of this inner city gang violence that's claiming 7,300 lives of Black Americans in a year. That's an absurd number. I would love to try and help men or women of color if they need help with a resume, need help practicing for an interview, want to learn QuickBooks online and become a pro advisor so that they can start their own bookkeeping business. Help getting you information for other work from home jobs. Help getting you clothes for an interview. I would love to help with everything that I could help with that would really help where the real problems exist. Things like this are terrible accidents or terrible individual circumstances that get focused on so heavily, and then every little thing gets tied back to it. That's exactly what the media has been doing ever since George Floyd. Every single thing has been race. It happened because of race, happened because of race, this happened because of race, and it's not true 99.7% of the time. And I'm sorry, I don't think somebody with a platform as large as Katie, who claims to be such a journalist and claims to do so much research, has the audacity to manipulate, lie, or virtue signal her audience based on misinformation, narratives, and non-facts. But that's just my opinion.
I don't even care. I'm just not going to be like complicit in this anymore. I'm not going to have a kid grow up in the United States of America where his friends just driving a car could get murdered.
Well, the chances of that happening with gang violence are high. I mean, if that's heavy in your area, Katie, because again, there was a 6-year-old little boy with his daddy shot in Philadelphia the other day. 50 children so far this year in Philadelphia, hundreds in Chicago. So again, we're not focusing on, nobody wants to talk about that though. Nobody wants to talk about the real problems. Daunte Wright was not shot for just driving a car. That's not what happened. Stop it. We're going to be down in a second. She's getting on her virtue signal box. We're going to listen to about a second of it because I cannot do this much longer. This video is not going to be heavily edited, so I apologize. Like I said, not even clearly ready to really film, guys. But it needed addressed, and I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in. I was sitting here talking to myself at the top of my lungs. My neighbors probably think I'm nuts. For real. I'm not kidding. Everybody knows what I think and feel. Trust me, because it was abundantly clear.
I'm not going to sit complicitly because it's unpopular. Do you know why systemic racism exists?
Because people like you perpetuate it based on false narratives. That's why. That's why. That's why. Are there racist people? Yes. Is it the collectives? Absolutely not. Most of the time, it's not even the people that you think it is, because it's these people, the ones virtue signaling, the social justice warriors, the ones that, oh, voter ID is racist. Yes, yes, that's discriminatory. That's racist because they don't have access. They would have to pay a cable company for the services. They don't have jobs. They don't know how to get to a DMV. They don't know how to get an ID. They don't know how to use an internet. They don't have access to an internet. They don't have access to a cell phone. These people that claim to help you think you're idiots. I did an entire video on it. There's a video proof. You can go watch it. Listen, guys, this video is long already. So here, I'm gonna just end it here. I can't listen to the rest of this, or we'll be here for 6 hours. Maybe tomorrow I will, and then we'll talk about it more. But if I go back in and listen to this anymore, I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't do it. It will be linked below, Mrs. Care. Thank you so much. You are so valued. You are so appreciated. Katie Joy, do better. Do better. Nobody wants racism. Nobody wants bad things to happen. But at least tell the truth. You're twisting a situation to create a narrative, to feed the flames, to pretend something exists in that situation that didn't exist. And it's absurd. It's absurd. And the rhetoric is dangerous. In my opinion. Not that she cares. Not that she cares. We all know that she doesn't. But anyway, like I said, guys, last video, and please, if you're gonna do anything else, if I could recommend anything else, it would be go watch Officer Tatum. And there's also a channel, her name is Gothics. She is amazing. She also breaks things down. She's a black woman as well, so she understands what it's like to be she's also suffered at the hands of cancel culture. She's dealt with many things. So, you don't have to just listen to me. You can listen to them. You can simply listen to the facts and the statistics. And again, I'm going to repeat what I said last night and what I just said a minute ago. I would love to help you if you need help getting ready for an interview, help creating a resume, help finding a job, help with work from home. You want to learn QuickBooks and become a pro advisor? I will help you. I will teach it to you. I will show you how to do it. I will not charge you. I want to do what I can. I will help you find programs in your area, or maybe we could, put our minds together and think of a way to start programs in different areas. Maybe, we can start figuring out where we're all at and, what we can do in our areas to try and fix the real issues. instead of fabricating ones, you know, and acting like we're better. Because again, no problem, you know, virtue signaling, but I'm just sick of the lies. I'm so sick of it. I am sick of it. So I apologize, guys. I am frustrated. This country, it's worrisome. It really is. And, you know, I'm sorry, but the one in office right now is quite arcist himself. Look at that crime bill from, what was it, 93? He did not just spoke at, but did the eulogy at a KKK member's funeral. His mentor was in the KKK. He says things like, if you're not, you're not. If you don't vote for me, or, you know, there's is something about poor people, basically, that, you know, people of color are poor. All the time his tongue slips, and it's things like that. And just his history as a politician. It's not like you can't look that up. You know, and then the vice president that's with him, you know, said all kinds of amazingly nasty, ridiculous things about him. Up until then, she got the chance to flip her own narrative to go, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. And I do try to stay in the middle, you know, and I listen to both sides because it's imperative and it's important. And then I go hunting for the facts, the truth, the statistics, the numbers. That's what I do because I want to know the truth. I refuse to be snowballed by media and people, you know, like this. I refuse. So, but you know, I cannot support, you know, if we want to talk about who is arcist, it is these people claiming that they're helping. It's the one that's in office now with all the things he said, all the things he's done. I don't know. I feel like I'm, you know, you feel like you're just talking and you're talking to nobody. Did you ever feel like that? You know, I don't know. If one person hears, if I can help one person, if I can, you know, give you an opportunity so that, you know, you can keep yourself away from the negativity and the bad things, especially if you're living in an area with all this heavy violence, then I want to do it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. You know, I come from a good place, but I find it just so offensive and so detrimental and so dangerous to just perpetuate falsehoods. I don't know. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Sorry for keeping you so long yet again. Sorry for, you know, this unplanned video. Sorry for being a mess. Sorry for being frustrated. Thank you for hanging out with me if you did. I value you. If, again, I am here, I will help you. If you do reach out to me privately, my contact information is down below. Just write in the comments, hey, you know, emailed you or DM'd you or whatever, so that I know, because I'm terrible with social media. I do apologize. I'm trying. I do want to wish you a good rest of your Sunday, a beautiful night, some great rest, a good start to your week. I hope that you accomplish a goal. I know that you can. You just need to believe that you can as well. Please do something nice, not only for yourself, but for someone else. Paying it forward is so important, and it does come back to you tenfold. Usually when you least expect it. If you need to talk, if you need to chat, if you want to reach out, please feel free to do so. I am so grateful to have you here. I am so thankful. And you know, again, we're going to do a giveaway at 500 and 1,000. If you can like and subscribe and share, great. If not, that's fine too. I'm just grateful to have you here to talk with, and to listen to me rant. It really is invaluable to me. So thank you. I send you all the positivity, the best wishes, all my love, and wishes for the best week that you've had so far this year.